Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. So Aquarius, this is a really special bonus reading that I'm doing for you today, and it's based off of a meditation, a guided meditation that I did. It was on YouTube, and I did this during my spiritual awakening, and it was all about the messages from my future self and how my future self wanted to thank me for everything that I was going through today. And so I thought that I would bring messages from your future self to you about what it is that you're going through, and to kind of just tap into you and the potential of you in another version of your timeline, right? This idea that, you know, if we're collapsing time and we're bringing the future into the present, then it's like there's no need to fear, because your future self is saying, we're here, we've made it. And so what you're doing today is absolutely perfect. Right? I didn't actually say it like that to any of the other signs, but I wanted to say it to you. So for this reading, I have this beautiful prehnite crystal with epidote in it on my desk, because at the time of recording, this is Mercury retrograde, and it is also the eclipse season. Just had the eclipse. Because of that, the messages can get a little muddied, so I just wanted to kind of take some precautions with the selection of crystal. Excited to bring these two new decks to you today. The Healing Heart Oracle for your overall energy, and the amazing Mirror Visions Oracle and Tarot deck by James Eads, who is a tarot card maker, and he's just wonderful. So that is a lenticular deck, which means that there are two images at once on a card. So we'll get to that in one moment. And then for clarifiers, if we need them, the old reliable Mystic Mondays. For Aquarius, please, cards have been pre-shuffled. What messages do you have for Aquarius? What messages do you have for, thank you, Aquarius? Wow, who else got this? Capricorn, I believe. Number 2, which is the High Priestess in the Major Arcana. And the message is worthy heart. You are enough. Worthy heart. You are enough. Some of you already know this, actually, which is good. Not in an arrogant way, it's just in a way. You already know that you are worthy, and you've had to work your way up to that feeling. For Capricorn, I felt like I had to really emphasize it, because I think it felt like they had forgotten. It's literally what I just said, though, right? Before I even pulled that card, about how if we collapse the future into the present moment, and it's just saying that everything you're doing right now is exactly as it should be. It's perfect as it should be, even if it feels like a mess. We're learning lessons. We're making it through. We're coming closer and closer to understanding ourselves every day. So I love this golden hue as well. Very solar plexus chakra. Really relying on the intuition, the gut. 8 cards for this reading, 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. Advice from Spirit. Four cards are down. Just need 4 more. Can you hear the wind? It's a year sign. Air energy really strong today. Okay, 8 cards on the ground. 1 major arcana. So when I don't see a lot of major arcana, I mean, I see 1 so far. There could, you know, we pull clarifiers, there'll probably be more. But it really shows me that you're kind of working with the material world right now, which is absolutely fine. That you're kind of moving and shaking and making things happen in your day-to-day. But past energy, 8 of Swords, 8 of Birds. 8 of Swords, 8 of Birds. That wind whipping around, I was just talking about. The 8 of Swords is a card of, aren't these cool? It's a card of analysis paralysis. That's what they often call this card. We've almost mentally backed ourselves into a corner. This is your past energy. Almost this idea that if you're not careful, this will come and swoop you away. That we're going to get carried away from ourselves, with ourselves, right? So in the past energy, there could have been something that was really plaguing you, just worrying you, like you couldn't sleep, maybe feeling tension in your shoulders, tension headaches, maybe being really short fused. I see somebody short fused in the past energy. 3 of Embers, 3 of Wands. 3 of Embers, 3 of Wands, because it was like you had to wait for something. You were growing impatient. What's interesting about this card, sorry, I'm just trying to get it to focus. The 3 of Embers as the clarifying energy. It's like these 2 characters are just dragging this one away, but she's turning back. It's almost like I don't want to leave something behind, or I'm afraid that I've left something behind. I see this scenario where, like, if I'm talking from the perspective of your spirit guides, I see Aquarius manifesting something. And then as your spirit guide, I come in and I bring this to you. And I say, okay, we wanted it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Aquarius saying, but wait, I'm not ready. Or wait, I'm leaving something behind. Or I can't leave anything behind. Or I can't go, not right now, not yet. So there could have been something here that was accelerated on your timeline, which is unlike the traditional meaning of the 3 of Wands, which is all about waiting. Just having made a decision and then kind of standing by to see if that was going to pan out. So I'm actually getting a conflicting feeling from this card, which is that Spirit's almost having to drag you. Maybe you're in your head about that. I'm going to ask for a clarifier because it's very confusing to me. I mean, it makes sense, but like, why? Why, if you're trying to manifest something for yourself, why all of a sudden are you second guessing it. Oh, there's a lot of cards here. There's too many cards. There's 5 that came out, and I'm not taking all 5. So just one card, please, Spirit. You start to pull too many cards, and then the message gets really muddled. So 3 cards came. 3 cards came out, so I guess I'll take them. 2 of Wands. So from the 3 to the 2 of Wands, that there was a road ahead of you where you had to make a tough decision. 3 of Pentacles in reverse kind of shows me that you, it's also clarified by the Justice in reverse. Libra energy. Okay, Spirit's showing it to me now that this path where they're kind of dragging you along, it was karmic. There was a karmic lesson that you had to learn that really caused some anxiety in you, that you felt like you were being carried away, and what were you left with but kind of confusion as to which path to take. There could have been some situation here where people were not playing by the rules. They might have one-upped you. This Justice card in the reverse. And I see this past energy is very, very fraught. That it's kind of messy. I feel like there's like brambles and vines and things just trapping us. And it's messy and it's chaotic almost. What's at the bottom of the deck? Spirit wants me to look at the bottom. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords talks about moving from choppy waters to calm waters. Choppy waters to calm waters. Yeah, it's this idea. Sorry, it's weird that I coughed right in that moment. Maybe it was something that you couldn't articulate. Like you had to kind of lump it. Like you had to just endure this karma because somehow you knew that it was waiting for you, and it was like the lesser of 2 evils. That you're just like, okay, I'm gonna have to pay my dues now, and I'd rather pay them now than deal with them later. And in the meantime, I'm gonna really try my best to make a soft exit out of this situation. In the present energy, it's not easy for you right now, Aquarius. 3 of Swords. This is the heartbreak card. I mean, look at that. It's pretty brutal. 3 of Swords, 3 of Birds. This is brutal. Brutal imagery. But I think it gets the point across as to the state of your heart and your mind right now, which is maybe things are not adding up and making sense to you. And with the Hierophant, number 5, clarified by the Phoenix, the Hierophant showing up, you're really drawing upon your faith at this time. You could be asking religious leaders, spiritual leaders. You could be reading some books about how to work through a trying time. I do actually see somebody doing that. I see somebody like going to the bookstore, to the kind of self-improvement, self-help section, and buying some books related to how do we deal with trauma, how do we deal with PTSD, with pain, right? That book, The Body Keeps the Score, that book just popped into my mind. That trauma presents itself in the body, in the physical body, because right now with this energy, it feels very physical body. I don't know if any of you are, and this you would already know when you come to this reading, but if you're experiencing any kind of physical ailments right now, and then this idea of when will it be my turn to rise up. I mean, I think that Spirit is with you on that. It's so beautifully mirroring here. This energy mirrors for me. Let me get a clarifier on the Three of Swords. What is this heartbreak? Thank you, Spirit. The Moon in reverse. The Hanged Woman. Three of Wands. Here's that Three of Wands, but this time it's in reverse. These are the same. All right, now, so what it shows me is that, like, you're really trying to move away from a situation. Moon in reverse, things have become clearer to you. Moon is all about confusion energy, secrets and mysteries, and when the card is in reverse, stepping out of that confusion, but only to put ourselves up into the tree of knowledge. Hanged Woman. It's a sense of trying to understand why now. I just heard that in my head. Why now, Spirit? Why are you having me deal with all of this now? All right, and Spirit kind of showed me this energy back here. And they're simply saying, because this elevation is for your growth. It's for your growth. Hangman, Hanged Woman, Virgo energy talks about sometimes that we have to make a sacrifice in order to learn something. In the future potential, another 3 card, 3 of Lotuses, 3 of Chalices, 3 of Cups. Ooh. A bird just landed on my windowsill, kind of chaotically. I don't take anything for granted when I read tarot, so if something's happening outside my window, I think this is the time of day when the birds are going to start coming into their nest in the tree right outside my window. So you're going to hear some birds chirping. Maybe. But that kind of signifies to me, right, that we're kind of returning back to a state of happiness in the future potential for you. 3 of Cups is friendship, community, family, and celebration. Right, there's this like harmony. I don't usually like the 3 of Cups. I'm usually hesitant whenever I see it. But in this card, it's just really harmonious. It's really beautiful energy. It's calm. Page of Cups, Page of Chalices, and the Composer. Page of Cups can talk about an extension of goodwill, of apology, of love. It's an outpouring. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe somebody owes you an apology. Maybe you're having to apologize to somebody, make amends. If there's somebody that you have to make amends with, don't. The trick to that, and it's weird because I had to clear my throat, could be a hard apology to make. The key to apologies, especially when they're difficult, is to, 1, come from a place of authenticity. Don't apologize if you don't mean it. But 2, release expectation about what the other person's going to say. No one has to accept your apology, no matter how authentic it is. They just don't. And that's their choice. But if you release the expectation about what that person is going to say or do, and you release the expectation about what they should do, what they should feel, and you just act from a place of integrity and authenticity, then that's all you can do. That's all you can That's you coming forward as your truest self. And Spirit is kind of showing that to me right now. And they're showing me the composer. It's this figure that is, you know, he's got his conductor's wand right here. His hands up in the air. And he's kind of, it's almost like calling on the waters to speak. Calling on the waters to sing. Right? The water energy in tarot is all about emotions and love. And so it's almost like this Page of Cups is wanting to create this environment where love is flowing freely. It's very beautiful energy in the future potential. Can I have a clarifier, please? The Fool. Look, see? The Fool. Spirit is saying, just trust that if you are extending a cup of love to somebody or an apology, just trust that you're doing the right thing. Yeah, it may make you feel tremendously exposed and vulnerable. But you know, the sun is present in this energy. There's this, because you know what? This is what Spirit is showing me. When you offer a cup of love to your fellow human, you're also offering that cup of love to Spirit, because we all represent Spirit in some form or fashion. So by you extending that cup, you extend it to Spirit. And even if that particular person doesn't extend it back to you, Spirit will bring it to you in a different form, and that which you can have faith in. This is beautiful energy, beautiful. Advice from Spirit, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This place of just calm, knowingness, the flow. Here's that flow energy again. Allow the flow to come through. 9 of Cups is talking about a kind of just being contented, being really settled. And you can see here, you know, this is the first time I've ever noticed this, his hands out extended on that bench. Do you see? And his hands are like this, like ready to receive. Open heart chakra, hands and arms extended. Spirit, I'm receiving, I'm taking in all of this beauty, all of these cups. Clarified by the 4 of Wands, 4 of Embers, the 1111 card. 4 of Wands talks about building a stable foundation, celebrating under this canopy, this home and hearth, this warmth. And Spirit is showing really beautiful energies. It's almost like stay focused on that sense of invitation, on inviting others into your heart, right? Queen of Cups. Whenever I see the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is Cancer energy. Whenever I see it in reverse for me, Queen of Cups in reverse talks about taking care of oneself, like turning that love energy towards the self first, the worthy heart. That's your reading, Aquarius. That was really beautiful. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.